Previously on Balls.
Time now, before we wrap up the show, to chat to a friend of the station, an absolute legend in South African football, and Linda Buthelezi. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, John. Happy New Year.
And Simon, and Kate.
And Kate, there are three of us here, Linda, so don't
nice
get
to
too
chat
confused.
to you, Linda.
Happy New Year there, guys.
You too.
Happy New Year. Now listen, Linda, we've got 450 soccer balls that we need to give you.
Oh, yes, John. I'm actually supposed to make an arrangement with Kathy. We've been talking on the phone, and we're going to make some arrangements probably end of the Africa Cup of Nations, because I'm also involved with some of the logistic. We've been playing with the legend of 1996, and also I've been given another task of, looking some other things that are happening in the stadium. And also people like yourself give me a call, and then I must be there. Every second.
Yeah, no, listen, don't, if Johnny demands it, you there, just ignore him, okay? You don't take orders from anyone.
I can't ignore any person that is in the ball rate.
Thank you.
No, listen, but we've obviously from Wings of Change, and we've got the 450 soccer balls. They're here, they're waiting. So when you're done with Afcon and your commitments there, then give us a shout, because we'd really like to come and hand those over to you.
No, of course, thank you very much for that, John. And I would actually extend my, Thanksgiving. Obviously, these young kids will be happy, the schools will be happy, and we need to change, the mentality of our sports in this country. And obviously, we're going to direct, the whole mind to the Minister of Sport to say, look, we are making a difference as Balls radio station.
Yeah, well, we actually, we spoke to the minister earlier on this afternoon, and we were chatting amongst ourselves yesterday about soccer at grassroots level, and getting the systems in place to ensure that we've got a crop of young talent coming through the ranks for us to pick from and make the national team and make it a better team. And the minister said to us this afternoon that he's prioritizing it, and he's spending money, and he wants to get grassroots level soccer going. So that's what he said to us.
Well, that's great, but the only problem that he's actually doing is that he doesn't bring the right people who can push the development programs. And we are there. We have done these development programs for the last 30 years. But I think what he needs now is to have the personnel, people who knows the game, people who have the knowledge about the kids, how they develop them, the setting of the talent. You should spend money in the right direction, in the right way, not using it, fluffily and all the stuff. So we're very concerned about how he spends his money, but we appreciate the fact that he has actually changed certain things.
Well, I think you mentioned quite an important point there. You speak about the right personnel, and we spoke about it yesterday as well. Sorry to harp on, but we did. We spoke about it yesterday, and you think of the ex-players, the number of ex-footballers, ex-Bafana players, ex-club players out there, just not saying that they have nothing to do, but they're certainly not involved with football, and how they could be drawn into to possibly lend a hand and disperse some of their knowledge.
Well, John, what I said, all over the time when I had an interview with a certain station, is that what he should do from his office, he should hire any person, any athlete who actually done any sports code. That's where he will get the direction, because that's where he will need to consult with the people who have done who actually, the game. That's where he will get, where money should be put. But if he start relying on other people and talk to the federation, the only thing they want is position. They need power, they need money. They don't care about people who have actually contributed in this game. That is the cry which is happening in our situation as ex-professional athletes.
All right. Well, hopefully that gets sorted. Let's talk about something a bit more positive, and something that's on the go at the moment, and you're involved with it. You mentioned it earlier. Is the Afcon? Have you been enjoying it so far?
Well, I'll be honest with you, John. I'm actually looking at it for now. I'm not enjoying because we started very badly as South Africans. If you look at it in the negative side, the minister is intervening in some of the problems that were happening with the SAFA executive leaders. But obviously, the government will always be there, to make it sure that we become clean in all over the continent, especially to the European countries. But so far, I didn't enjoy it because we didn't play well. We were supposed to beat Cape Verde, maybe more than 5 goals.
Gee, at the moment, Linda, we just want one.
Yes.
No, one is not enough because, when you play round robin, that's where danger comes in because teams are very careful. They don't want to go forward, most of them. They want to defend. Like, for instance, the first game of us, Cape Verde defended, and we couldn't make some chances. We couldn't create a lot of chances. And I still believe that Gordon has to make it sure that he put a very offensive situation. His system, for me, 4-4-2 will never work. I still believe that 3-5-2 will make the difference, especially the second game, because we know the coming game that is on tomorrow, on Wednesday. We know how Angola plays, and I still believe them that they only know, the slightly side of us that we are very hard attacking. They'll come to us, but I still believe that we can win tomorrow's game.
Yeah, we need some Madiba magic. We need something we need something to spark the team because there just seems to be, if the opening game is anything to go by, there just seems to be no urgency.
What we should have done then, we should have brought Mandela to the stadium and make his magic. But unfortunately, the old man, he needs to rest now.
Yeah.
Look, John, let's be honest. For me, the system of Gordon, it didn't make it for me. And our defense are very shapy. I still believe we need an intellect defense made of Oje Mabuzela, Neil Tovis, Lucas Hadebe. But if you look at the middle field, there were no creativity. I still believe Shabalala should be, on the bench. Why? Because of he doesn't have much confidence anymore. And if you look at the Kasho, John, you've seen me how fit I am.
Oh, you're not fit. You're fit and flourishing.
For the Kasho to play in the middle field and without making a lot of agilities and make a lot of runs and being a creative, it gives us a real problem because we need Impella too, because he's a very intelligent striker. He could make a lot of runs behind the defense. But if you don't have that, we're not going to score a lot of goals because of that situation. Middle field needs to be more creative. We need to be more defensive, especially with the two central backs, Sangweni and Khumalo.
Linda, thank you very much indeed for chatting to Simon and ourselves. It's been an absolute pleasure to chat to you as always, and we look forward to chatting to you sometime more in the not too distant future.
Before you go, Linda, before we let you go, your picks for the tournament, who's going to go all the way? Can Bafana go all the way?
Well, I'll be honest. I'm a very direct fan. I don't think we'll make it. I've said it before. With whatever that has happened, we're not going to make it. I think we might go to quarterfinal, but it's likely not to happen.
Okay, so your overall pick for the tournament?
Well, I'll look at Ivory Coast because I'll be honest with you. I'm actually looking at them now. They're going to surprise a lot of teams because they're very serious about their game. And if you look at how they've actually made it the last time they went in a semi-final, I still believe that they want it most badly.
All right, cool. So Linda Buthelezi nailing his colours to the mast. Ivory Coast for the win.
Thank you very much. I think we win tomorrow.
Okay, well, Linda, listen, try and enjoy the rest of the tournament. Hopefully it gets a bit better for you. And, yeah, like I said, when you're done, give us a shout and we can arrange to come and drop those soccer balls off with you.
Thank you very much there, John. Thank you, guys. There.
Cheers, Linda.
Cheers, Linda. Bye. There you go. Nice interview, Johnny.
Yes, you had the last word.
I did have the last word.
This is Balls Visual Radio. Darren, Simon, Kate and John. Weekdays from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central African Time. Balls.co.za